We all already know that beef jerky is overpriced and expensive, but can the best beef jerky ever justify the money we pay for it? And that is the answer we are trying to find out with this video today. You guys are going to ruin me. But before we get into it, there is a few things I need to talk about first. In our recent beef jerky video, we already asked this question: why beef jerky prices are so high? And the response from you guys was amazing. Lots of new people found the channel. Great, amazing comments with crazy good questions. And a lot of good things came from that video. So thank you so much. In that video, there were many things I left out without a definitive answer. So in this video, I will try to tackle all the questions suggested by you and try to bring more clarity to this issue. The main request you guys have from that video was for us to make Wagyu beef jerky. And today we will make you all happy because we are making beef jerky out of this amazing Japanese Wagyu A5. This has to be the craziest thing I ever done in this channel, ever. Now, to keep the tradition, let's do some math. 1 pound of Japanese Wagyu A5 will cost you $115. So if divided by 16 ounces in the pound, each ounce of beef jerky will cost you $7.18, making the 2.5 ounces in the regular beef jerky bag a whopping $17.95. Will you pay $18 for a bag of Wagyu beef jerky?
What?
If you don't know what Japanese Wagyu A5 is, I don't know where you've been in these past few years, but I will try and summarize it for you. There is nothing in this world better than Japanese Wagyu A5 when we talk about meat. Nothing. Not even peeling the glue off the back of a gift card. Nothing. That was a good comparison, eh? And yes, this is not a sane or even a good idea, but someone has to do it. Okay, I will explain. My expectations for this beef jerky are really low, and I don't know if we are just destroying $230 of an amazing beef or if we are making the biggest, most amazing discovery ever. The best beef jerky ever created. This is something no one that I know of has ever tried, and normally when things happen that way it's because they are not a good idea. Beef jerky is well known for being made of low quality meat with very little marbling. And if you compare that to these amazing steaks, you might find they are a little different. Besides that, I will try to make 2 different flavors of beef jerky, with the intention of opening your mind to all the different ways you can customize your beef jerky with very simple tweaks. And I'm just making 2 because this Japanese Wagyu A5 meat is way too expensive. Now, let's begin. Here we have 2 pounds of Wagyu A5, and as you can appreciate, both of these steaks are full of marbling, and that also means flavor. But there is also a lot of solid fat in the cap of the steaks. I will remove the fat and save it for future cooks, as Wagyu fat can add flavor to anything, including tofu. You will know that you are dealing with amazing meat when you start feeling your steak melting on your hands by just touching it. The fat within the steaks is so delicate and thin that the heat produced by your hands when you handle it makes it melt, producing a very pleasant smell. This time, instead of having it cut by my butcher at Broward Blvd, I will cut it myself, as beef jerky thickness can be anything you would like it to be. My only recommendation will be to cut them all at the same thickness, more or less, so all of them can cook at the same time. I will be cutting strips out of the meat at about a 1/4 inch thick along the entire steak. This will produce some beautiful little pieces of meat with the most amazing colors for the best presentation ever. If you've ever been to a Korean restaurant and ordered Wagyu, they will serve it to you in strips like the ones we are creating here today. With all the meat done, I will get my scale and weigh it up. Now it is time for the marinade. The first marinade will be as the one we made in our last video, and will also serve as a controller for the next one we will prepare. For this marinade we need 1/4 cup Worcestershire sauce, 1/2 cup of soy sauce, 2 teaspoons of freshly ground pepper, 1 rounded tablespoon of smoked paprika, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, about a tablespoon of honey, 1/2 teaspoon of liquid smoke. As you can see, we left the red pepper flakes out this time, as that could make this batch very spicy, and I'm not sure how that will react with all the fat this meat has. Fat is well known for storing strong flavors, and if the other beef jerky we made was made out of lean meat and it was pretty spicy, this one could be a bomb. Let's go ahead and weigh the marinade by itself and see how much this mix weighs. Now, let's add half of the meat we just cut into the same bowl we used to create the marinade and mix well. For the second marinade, I will use the following ingredients: 1/2 cup of Jack Daniel's whiskey, 1/2 cup of soy sauce, 2 tablespoons of freshly ground pepper, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, 1 tablespoon of honey, and 1/2 teaspoon of liquid smoke. I selected Jack Daniel's for this batch because of the woody flavors it brings. This whiskey is also sweet and dry, so I think it will make a great combination with the other ingredients we used. And yes, we are using liquid smoke because I will be dehydrating all this beef jerky in the oven, so all of you guys can make it at home too, even if you don't have a smoker. This marinade will also be weighted, so we can keep a good record of what we are doing here. As always, get your meat in the bowl and mix it well, making sure the marinade touches every part of the meat. Now it is time to weigh both bowls again and see what we have here. Until now, I was able to answer many of the questions we got in the comments, and hopefully we can keep up with the answers. But now it is time to set the meat to rest in the fridge, and tomorrow we cook. Here we have our Wagyu A5 beef jerky looking pretty and ready to be dehydrated. But this time, instead of doing it in the smoker, we're gonna do it in the oven, as that's one of the main questions you guys had. For that, I will place the meat on these special trays, which include these grates on the top. The main thing here is to have the least amount of meat touching anything, and that is where these grates shine. You will want the heat of the oven to work in all the surfaces of the meat for best results. Remember, when placing the meat on the trays, make sure they don't overlap each other. They can touch, but never overlap. Any piece of meat you leave resting on top of the other will not dehydrate at the same rate as the rest of the batch, and that is going to look so ugly that you would prefer to throw it away instead of dehydrating it again. With all the meat laid out, it is time to take them to the oven. The oven should be set at 175 degrees, that is 80 degrees Celsius for the metric friends. And now you can go and play your favorite video game with one condition. You need to pause your game and open the oven every hour so the humidity produced by the meat can escape. And 4 hours later, this is what we get. Some amazing, smelly, beautiful, good-looking, and very expensive Wagyu A5 beef jerky. The question now is, how does this taste? Well, guys, what do you think about these beauties we have here?
I'm shocked.
She's in shock.
The smell.
The smell, guys. The smell is
God.
intense. It's beautiful. It's aromatic. It's real good. It's not something overpowering or something like that. And I tell you this, since I took it out of the oven, I can still see the fat melting. There's so much fat in this meat.
Yes, there is.
I don't know if this is gonna make a good beef jerky. I'm not sure.
But you know what? This is very seductive.
It's really...
Seriously.
I'm just telling you, the look is beautiful. The smell is incredible. It is a good beef jerky. There's only one way to know.
Let's do it.
Let's go, Miss Ninja. Let's start with this one. They are different, okay? This is a mix. That one is another mix.
So we have number A and number B.
And number B.
There we go.
Let's start with the original mix. Let's go.
Let's do it. Oh, wow.
It's soft.
Oh, look at that.
It's not crunchy at all.
You can see through.
It's really soft.
Mm.
Oh, my God.
You know what?
Oh, my God.
This is amazing.
Wow.
But this is like a beef jelly bean.
The flavor in this thing is the craziest thing I've tried in Wagyu A5 before. It's amazing.
Wow.
But it's not beef jerky. This is not dry at all, guys. This is really juicy. This is fatty, rich, beautiful, amazing.
The color.
But it's not beef jerky. This is not beef jerky, man.
So whoever comes out there with the Wagyu A5 beef jerky, wrong.
This is really good. It's really, really good. All right, let's try the other mix we have there. Let's go for it, Miss Ninja. Let's see which one you like better.
Oh my God. I can't believe it. You can see through. I
It's
love it.
fluffy. It's everything.
Right there.
Oh, my God. Oh.
You got me. Oh, no way.
What?
I can taste like a licorice flavor.
Am
I right?
Yes.
No!
That one have Jack Daniels inside.
Dang it.
It is real good. It is amazing. That one is the one with the whiskey inside, the Jack Daniels. It is amazing. It tastes crazy good. It's real fluffy, but it's not beef jerky, guys.
No, it's not.
I don't think you can make beef jerky out of this thing. This steaks, this meat is so rich, so fatty, so full of flavors and fat and intermuscular fat and all that crazy stuff.
Way too much. Over the top.
I don't think you can render that out in any possible way out of this meat.
No, you cannot.
But this is gonna be the best beef jerky my daughter ever tried, and I know it's gonna become a fascination in this house because these two are delicious, brother.
Ninja approved.
Oh my goodness, guys, this thing is crazy, crazy good.
Crazy good.
But it's not beef jerky. This is delicious, tender, beautiful, juicy,
extremely juicy
and fatty and rich Japanese Wagyu A5. This here is not beef jerky.
No, it's not definitely, but wow. I mean, I don't even know what to say.
How much would you pay for a bag of this thing, man? Because this thing is not beef jerky. You know what it reminds me? The tender bites. Instead of beef jerky, tender bites.
Yeah.
It reminds me the tender bites with a lot more juices and more tender. It is crazy good.
Yes.
Let me ask you something. Did we make you hungry?
Did we?
If we made you hungry, you have to hit us with the like.
Lots of likes.
Subscribe to the channel, share with your friends and family, and don't forget to leave me your comments down there. What do you think?
What do you think?
Can we consider this thing beef jerky?
How much do you pay?
It's expensive. It's really expensive. I don't want to tell you how much I pay for it. I don't really want to talk about that right now because it's not going to be fun. And all I can tell you is that you let me know down there in the comments, what do you think about this? And if you might, in your crazy mind, maybe ever would try this thing, just let me know down there in the comments. That's all for today. But remember that I love you.
Love you too. Thanks for watching and see you Tuesdays and Fridays. Bye.